Providence is up next. Jeff. Mayor, will you stand? We need you on camera so the public can see you.
This is a right-of-way acquisition only. It's about 2 blocks. Max Pierce is here. Here's our city engineer. He and his crew did the survey and design work.
Down arrow.
Yeah. Just a summary of the project. This is roughly 2 blocks, about 1,350 linear feet. From County Road 238, which we call 200 West. It goes 2 blocks to roughly 400 West. It's currently a gravel road. We've recently chip and sealed it. There's 2 layers of it on it, so it'll survive at least a couple more winters. At the end of this 2-block portion, as we're going west, there's a concrete barrier, and beyond that, the road extends to State Highway 165. To the west, to the intersects Gateway Drive. A little bit of background. Gateway Drive is a COG-funded project. And on 100 South, there is a roundabout that was also COG-funded. Gateway Drive eventually goes north, connects to 100 East in Logan. And eventually the Gateway will also go south, eventually connect to Millville. And through Millville, we'll connect to the high school. So this is going to connect 3 cities. When there's 2 phases, this is strictly right-of-way acquisition. The second phase is road construction. The economic impact, 100 South enters the city's commercial part. 100 South provides direct access to the east to the county road. So our master transportation plan, 100 South as an open road, has been on our transportation plan for 25 years. 100 South or 100 North, 300 South are existing roads. This is every 2 blocks. Our transportation plan shows we connect to State Highway 165. So 500 South is planned.
Whoops.
Go ahead. 500 South is planned, 700 South is planned. This proposal is for 100 South. The intent is to
Go one more. I'm not sure what's.
The intent is to keep traffic flow in a grid pattern, to avoid congestion on any one particular street. The question was about meeting UDOT requirements, and in our submittal, our project upgrade is an upgrade to an existing road from a collector or arterial road. Local jurisdiction's master plan connects to other functionally classified roads that are collector or arterial roads and meets federal guidelines. Requested amount is $317,000. Total project is $341,000. This is only a right-of-way purchase. The 30% design has been certified, so we can pass the test. Project is identified in one of the first 3 phases of the MPO's regional transportation plan. Just to get everybody situated and oriented here. And I've drawn
The bottom, yep, there you go.
Drawn a blue line here. This is the 1,365 feet. And if we, just to get situated, this is Macy's right here. Church property, this is the middle school. This is Ollinger Park here. This is our main roundabout. This is 2-lane roundabout. All this COG money. This is a new roundabout that was built with COG money. This is Tractor Supply here. This roundabout was built, and a request for COG money was submitted so that we can handle the traffic on both north-south and east-west, anticipating that 100 South would be open. I've got some pictures here, but this is what Max has done as far as design. We have, this is in two sections here. This is County Road 238 here, we call 200 West. This is the survey work. We have previously dedicated right-of-way to open this road to be a 66-foot right-of-way. I'll go to the next slide. Moving further west. Also previously dedicated right-of-way. Right here where the laser is, there's a barrier, and I'll show you where that is. Max, anything you want to fill in?
No, this exhibit just shows the dark gray area is previously dedicated 50-foot right-of-way, and the light gray area is the additional 8 feet on either side of that to make it a 66-foot right-of-way.
So Max with his drone took some pictures for us. This is looking west. Look over here. Look over here. This is Macy's, the commercial part of the city. Right at the bottom of that. Let me go back to this. Right at the bottom, right here. This is 200 West or State Highway 238. I'm sorry. What used to be State Highway 238, we now call County Road 238. This is looking east. This is the barrier with the concrete, concrete barrier here. As we go further west, the drone flies further west. This is new construction. Much of this has been further completed since this was taken. Full 66-foot right-of-way here, sidewalk, curb, and gutter, and then it ends right here. Let me go back to that. So right at the bottom of this picture here is that roundabout on Gateway Drive. And if we turn the drone around and look the other direction, and we're looking to the west towards the Wellsvilles here, here's that roundabout. Here's the barrier. Here's the new construction, townhomes on both sides, and this is from the barrier, which is the bottom of the picture here. Chip sealed road, looking to the east. Benefits. One of the things our transportation plan emphasizes is a grid system that connects. And I like the way Max puts it, who's our city engineer. He says, when you're talking about traffic, a grid system is like water flowing through pipes. It seeks the path of least resistance and is self-balancing. This helps reduce congestion. Right now we have drivers that have to go around to 100 north or 300 south to access the commercial part of the city. As a city, we're concerned with growing congestion. Fewer miles driven, less pollution, less...
Mayor?
Yes, sir.
Directly
Directly feeds traffic to the commercial area, encourages walkable, bikeable corridor from the commercial part and the residential part of the city. We've got a lot of developer interest on the southwest part of the city. We're having discussions with them right now on both sides of Highway 165. And as I mentioned, we've got the multifamily development. The council has had this road going through on the master transportation plan last 25 years. We've had this discussion as long as I've been on the council and mayor. In the last 6 years, every year we talk about when is the timing right to open 100 South. 6 years ago, there was a road closure. The road had been open for many decades. There's a temporary cul-de-sac put in. The resolution reads, if the cul-de-sac becomes a through street, property owners will be compensated. Creation of cul-de-sac does not abandon ownership rights, easements, right-of-way that the city currently has either by dedication or prescriptive use. And that was the resolution that was passed in August of 2006. Our city attorney says this is a legal document. Our council is committed to the obligation to compensate the property owners on this, for this right-of-way, and that's what this application is for. Questions? Molly?
Is there some ongoing litigation on, is there current litigation on this?
So let me go back. So we have a parcel of land that is 16 feet wide and about 900 feet long. It goes from the barrier to the roundabout. It has a deed restriction on it. And the city has gone to court and asked for the judge to remove the deed restriction. That is currently in district court, so that will be decided probably within the next month. So this is a right of, that has to be resolved, and we expect it to be resolved before we go work with the property owners and acquire the road of way.
So is that the reason that it's blocked? Sorry.
The reason it's blocked, the barrier,
Is that the reason? That's why it's going?
that's the barrier.
Yeah.
The barrier went up in August of 2006. The council voted to, agreed with property owners to put a temporary barrier there and put in a temporary cul-de-sac for turnaround. And the minutes of the meeting showed that it was full intent of the council for it to be temporary until it was appropriate, and the commercial part of our city developed further. Yeah, Holly?
So you should know the outcome of the litigation before the
Yeah.
application process, and if for some reason it goes against you, then
You
the
expect it.
application would be pulled.
Can you go back to the diagram to show where you connect with County Road 238? One or two.
One more.
There. Now,
So,
you know, as you look at that, you've got the dark gray area there is dedicated right of way. Why have you taken all of the, the additional property on the south side of the road there? Shouldn't that dedicated right of way be expanded 8 feet on each side of the road there?
in listening to the property owners, the structures here, there are no structures here. This goes 16 feet this way until it gets to this spot right here, and then it jogs to the north. So council's instructions to the city engineer was make this jog 16 feet here until it reaches this point. And then from this point on, it's either dedicated right away, Craig, or it's 8 feet on both sides.
So Craig, it was to avoid some of the structure there on the north side of the road, having to remove structures.
So in the opinion of there are structures
What
here.
structures? They don't look like there are any structures there. I can see trees.
Yeah, they're in the trees.
So there are structures here,
Yeah.
and there's a property owner here. It's most likely that, according to our city engineer, that we would be taking their garage here. And so council said, can we avoid that by going to the south here? So there's an additional 8 feet, this segment here until you get to this point.
You have to have 8 feet.
Sorry?
You have the easement on the 8 feet. Outside.
On this side?
Yeah.
We don't have an easement on either side. Any other questions?